Alright, previously on Dungeons & Dragons, the group poked around the western room and found several strange objects, while Xalia investigated the constructed humanoids in her own way. The eastern side was checked out as a joint effort between Pastiche and Chuman, finding a cracked sphere, a cup, some kind of burning ruby, which was promptly shattered on the ground by Pastiche. Checking out the northern room, there's a massive archway watched over by a dragon's head, and below that was this huge door that was amid the prominent decoration of fiery swords and phoenixes and some other stuff. There's a small flame-shaped recess. Deciding that you did not have the key to pass this portal, it was discovered an alternate way forward that would be to descend into the watery depths of a bottomless basin. So, everyone, after defeating the question mark, the stalker that has been pursuing you.
We return the slab.
Yeah, for the past several days. Everyone dived to the bottom of this watery passage inside this pyramid, deciding that leaving immediately would be better than trying to find out what it was doing, and splashed down to a large pool of viscous gel with bones and dragon shards at the bottom. Coming out into a room full of masked statues, you came upon a junction, a crossroads in this pyramid. To the north lie a room illuminated in blue torchlight. To the south, a bone-filled room flanked by sentry statues. To the east, promise of more to explore, with many rooms and ramps and such. And as you tread on top of a gold coin-littered floor, you hear a voice cascading like a waterfall around the walls. At last, Torchbearer. What would you like to do?
I guess Makayla would call out in response. Who are you? That's it. Just out towards, I guess, the throne space. Down the hallway. Like, reveal yourself.
You know me well. I am all around you, inside you. I am Dagon. Here watching when you deemed yourselves ready, traverse forward amongst this raging torrent I have prepared for thee.
Torrent of what? Cast Knight's Blessing. You gotta stay ready, you know? Just every minute, recast again.
Yeah, you punctuate your question just sliding your fingers down this unfinished and unnamed stretch of whittled wood. Just the answer you hear, you can sense like a smile in it. It's just, and it replies with a torrent of souls.
Pastiche sort of clutches their bedroll. Well, I believe we have a tool to deal with those.
What time is it? Pastiche, make a wisdom save for me, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anytime.
It's a 12 for audio listeners at home.
For the listeners at home.
For those bot watchers, you know.
I mean, one day we could be in a really cool warehouse converted into like a really cool like boat or something, just talking to each other.
Whoa.
Well,
Listeners at home, I need you to listen to me right now. I'm talking directly into your ear. You need to go to Buckingham Palace.
the fact to get cut off is the best part.
Yeah.
Wait, did I?
You're like Buckingham and then you
At
just like
the very
cut
end.
off. Yeah.
You need to go to. The
They
crown
cut-
found you.
They got the hair. Rest in peace.
They were like, quick, meter! Yeah, we heard like Buckingham, and then like your sound picker upper thingy didn't pick you up anymore. It was funny.
Good.
Anything? Sorry, what happened with this wisdom saving throw? Just one of those like,
You don't know.
cool, great.
You don't know
They-
you're making a saving throw.
If they didn't explode, they must have saved. So
Yeah.
let's just keep going.
That's just logic.
Yeah, you
I mean,
you or when you target something with a saving throw, you don't know you're making a saving throw unless there's a perceivable effect.
sure. I mean, it wasn't even me that's made the saving throw,
Yeah,
so
you extra don't
I-
know.
yeah.
I was about to say there's a lot of bones to the south, but then I looked to the north, and there's a lot of bones to the north.
Yes, Twig, as you look around, there are plenty of bones. There's a whole heap to the south, just littering the floor as much as the gold coins are. And right in front of the wall that kind of like an archway is over, there's an even larger pile of bones to the north, illuminated by this kind of smoky turquoise firelight. There is just another smattering of bones. They seem to kind of go off and litter more pieces of the hallway, but there's a concentration kind of as soon as you descend down a few stairs. The only, and indeed, like, bones lead up to it. You can see Twig as you're looking around. Give me a perception check while you're looking around.
Okay.
What's happening? Makayla would respond to the wall and say, and the souls of those that lay around us, kind of gesture, sweeping her hands to every bone, all the skeletons.
Twig, let's see. You do notice, to the east, there are less bones. In fact, the east might be... could be labeled as boneless. To the south, you see something kind of moving, kind of like skittering, or slithering, or just kind of like slowly winding around, perhaps, is the best way to describe it, amidst the gold coins and the old bleached marrow among the ground. Makayla, there's no response.
Does it seem like the movement is close by, or is it like
It's at the
further
end.
down?
It's further down. It's at the end of the room.
Okay.
Like in this next chamber, it is within this chamber, and you can see it kind of like. Let me see if I can draw in here. It doesn't really like super matter, but it's like over like this.
Uh-huh.
It's not very tall, so you can't see what it is, but it's just kind of like mixing around.
Well,
But it doesn't
okay,
exit the
let's-
room, and it doesn't come towards you.
Makayla would say to the group, well, we came here with a mission, and I think our mission is right in front of us. Gestures down the north hallway to the right. That is a sort of a fire pit brazier,
Huh?
right?
It's very far away. But
Okay.
give me a prescription check, a perception check.
It's almost got a 1.
That's pretty good.
26.
A Torner 6? Yeah, it looks similar to anything else that you might see that holds a fire. Yeah, it's brazier shaped, like torch shaped. Like there's 6 more sources of light that you can't see. And behind it, you can see 3 large chairs. 2 of them are stone and kind of unassuming. One of them is a little bit more ornamental, and it has colors that kind of glint in this light, almost kind of prismatic. It's not any one color.
Well, if there's any sort of a spot of power in this pyramid, it's definitely that.
Yeah. Might we take the time to make sure nothing else is around? Yeah. After all these bones.
Well, we're very clearly not alone, as that voice made clear. So, it's whether or not, well, if you'd feel safer trying to sweep the place out first.
That might be for the best. Twig will, motion towards the room to the south. It seems we already have a friend over there. I, point towards the movement at the end of the room.
And you all now see this kind of something, object, thing. You're kind of making its way around. Well, actually, now that... let's see, Twig, your perception check of 23 is pretty good, and at one point it slithers around and you can see it clearly. It is actually part of the bones, which made it so difficult to see, but now you can see it's a swarm of just kind of intertwining snake skeletons that are just tumbling over each other and moving through the bones and just slithering around. They are, bone snakes. They don't seem too fussed about it, though. And also, it seems that you may not be on their radar as of yet, because they're not coming at you. Or maybe they don't care. You don't know. And they're just winding around. Still making snake noises somehow. Hiss, hiss.
No need to invite a conflict that hasn't even started yet. If we can avoid them, I think it would be best to do so.
As Makayla says this, Pastiche starts the room. Carefully,
Okay.
stealthily,
Okay.
trying not to step on any bones, make any crunches.
Okay. Slide me a stealth check, naturally. You see Pastiche kind of lower their hips and scoot some bones out of the way as they cautiously and purposefully step where there are no marrow, no joints to crunch on. You make the odd metal noise as you do get gold coins clanking together. But yeah, you make your way into this room. Pastiche, you're able to see 2 statues flanking the room. Just kind of they're posted up like sentinels, just looking at each other. You see that they have metallic weaponry. The ornamental swords or whatever that they're holding are not carved out of stone, but the rest of the stuff is. So they have real metal armor, real metal weapons, but they are stone people. Let's see, they're slightly raised on daises, so like they're just 3 steps above the floor.
Okay.
You can see like the little snake-or-do just. The snake is also constantly rolling perception. And you can see just the snakes the many snakes are just swarming around. You can see them stop every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You hear like a gold coin clank, and then they continue.
Pastiche is going to slowly approach this statue on the left
Okay.
and just sort of... Is this like a normal sized statue, or is this also a very large person?
It is a pastiche-sized statue. Actually, how tall are you?
Pretty tall. I don't remember. I had a number somewhere.
Okay. If you're pretty tall, yeah, it's pastiche-sized. It is a pretty tall statue.
Pastiche is just going to kind of flick at the sword, tap on it, see if it's loose at all.
Okay. Interacting with it directly, I don't think you need to roll anything. But yeah, you tap on it. It jiggles slightly. Looks like it's been fitted into their hand or whatever. It is slightly rusty, uncared for. Has not had anybody polishing it or cleaning it or anything.
Okay.
Dusty.
Pastiche is gonna stay along the wall and keep slinking towards the other side of the room.
Yes, Xalia? You said wait?
No, I said Twig.
Oh.
But I will let people finish.
You will let people's consequences be. Alright, let's see here. So you continue swinging along the wall. The statue takes up... does not take up the space behind it, so it's not like flush against the wall. Are you going in front of it or behind it?
We'll go behind it.
Okay, you squeeze a little bit. It's slow going. Yeah, you can. the party is watching you in awe. You steal a glance back, and you see like Xalia kind of tug on Twig's cape or cloak. Sorry, you may not have a cape.
No, Twig is just gonna suddenly feel a very clammy hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Twig will like flinch a little bit, but then turn to Xalia. Everything okay?
Yeah. She's just gonna kind of nod and look around.
Okay. What's the plan?
Twig's gonna fist bump.
We're trying to get to the end of the room.
Okay.
Along the wall.
Alright. You make it easily enough. It becomes a little bit more difficult to traverse without stepping on anything. As you get to more and more bones piled together, it becomes impossible, because now you're just walking through like leaf piles of bones in autumn.
Of course.
There's a lot over here. And I think at this time you do notice that you're right next to him and you're not exactly hidden. The many heads of this kind of mass of bone snakes become aware of your presence, and they watch you briefly. They're not attacking you, but they're looking at you.
While that's
They
happening,
stop and,
while that's happening, Chuman's gonna kind of like walk along the wall to try and peek around the corner here, and then look down the small corridor.
Okay. You peek around the corner while Pastiche is on their mission. you see a couple raised platforms. They have stairs going up to them. There is a rectangular object made out of stone on each side, just in the middle of that. That's all you get from a peek. And then looking down to the room you're across from, you see lots of gold coins that are glittering in whatever non-existent light, perhaps from the torchlight from the other room, at the foot of a raised statue. This statue is very tall, has lots of ornaments on it. You're not really able to determine any specifics from your current location.
Okay.
But roll me a perception check. Roll me some eyeballs.
This room would technically be dark, correct?
Yeah, it is dark.
Okay.
No light in it, but somehow the gold coins, like even where it's complete darkness, there's little golden glitters on the ground of these gold coins. You can tell there's something on the statue's head that is a little irregular, but you're not sure. Even through your dark vision.
Okay.
Because honestly, I should have had you made that roll at disadvantage, but 12 was fine.
Oh, because no light. Yeah, that's right.
Alright, what's up, Pastiche?
Pastiche is just going to continue along the wall,
Okay,
heading all the way south.
sure. You do it.
Twig is like peeking around the corner watching.
As they kind of approach the end of this room, they'll reach down into the piles and piles of bones and just sift around, see if they feel anything out of place.
Okay. Make an investigation check, because you can no longer see. You're out of the illumination. Okay. As you touch, and no longer using your eyes, there is, let's see here, a 23 is pretty cool. You find something that is neither marrow, neither metal. You find something that has a long, we'll call it a neck, but it's not like a human neck, or not a humanoid neck. You find it's made out of stone, and it has like a long cylinder. It has an opening at one end. The cylinder on the other end expands into a large kind of oval or oblong shape. On the cylinder, the neck thing, it's got two stone kind of like handles that you can kind of describe, or kind of suss out or figure out that like these are two handles on one side. But yeah, and then at the bottom, the very bottom, on the complete opposite end, there is a flat surface. The overall texture of the object is clay. It's ridged. You also attached to this is bones.
More bones.
Pastiche is just gonna try to get a good grip on it and pull it out of the pile.
I need a strength check. A 3. Unfortunately, it seems stuck. Whatever this clay thing is, it's stuck. Like you like there's, it goes with you a minute, like a little bit, and then it resists. Twig, you see this these slither bros starting towards Pastiche.
Pastiche, you might have a problem. So he's gonna like tentatively start moving up.
Pastiche will stand up and turn around.
You turn around, you see Twig illuminated, like a Twig silhouette illuminated by torchlight, calling out to you.
Pastiche is just gonna kind of take a ready stance.
Okay, hiss.
Also
Go ahead.
hiss.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
The swarm.
Makayla's just like arms crossed, leaning against the wall, just fully waiting for everyone.
Okay. We get Twig. You have identified a problem.
Wait, actually,
What would you like to
remove
do?
me. Actually, remove me from others.
Okay.
Goodbye, Chuman.
Remove Chuman.
Twig is gonna run at the problem.
Okay.
Is it difficult terrain, actually?
Yes.
Oh.
There's so many bones. It's difficult to like guarantee your footing. You might fall, so you have to go like a little slower. You can go full speed, but maybe you trip.
I won't trip.
Acrobatics.
I'm going full speed.
Need a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save or
Dexterity save, please.
acrobatics? Okay.
You're good. It's like you've walked all over bones before. You know how to traverse.
Twig's gonna try to like just smash some of the snakes out of the way with the hilt of his jambia.
Okay. Go for it. A 15 hits. You slam on some snakes. Bone snakes. Let's see. What do you do? Piercing damage? Okay.
That's piercing, yeah.
You learn that trying to stab skeletons doesn't work very well.
Oh no.
Some of your, like, part of your poke goes through the ribs of one snake and hits another one, and didn't do quite as much damage as expected, but you did pretty good. One of the snakes is like broken in two, where the point of your jambia like dislodges the spine of the vertebrae. It goes, and it no longer holds its integrity.
It's like eating soup with a fork.
It's exactly what it is. The snakes are going to lament that they don't have multi-attack. They're gonna bite Pastiche.
Rude.
Let's see. You have alert, so you can't. So they don't have advantage.
Yeah.
Because alert prevents advantage on things that are not seen by you. 15.
I always forget. Does matching AC?
Matching AC beats.
Okay.
So
Then it does not hit.
Yeah. Matching AC. If someone rolls a 15 against your 15 AC, it hits.
Oh, okay. Then that does hit.
Okay. Let's see. They are going to bite you a lot. 9 piercing damage. Oh, you don't need to make that Constitution save.
Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense.
But you take 9 damage as all of these snakes bite you in unison.
Rude.
What would you like to do? What is your riposte? As you hear
Pastiche is
hiss,
gonna
hiss.
yelp a bit. Pull out their brush. And smack at the pile of bones.
Get 'em.
Envy.
Yikes, that hits.
Alright.
Smacking bones.
No.
That's pretty good. You take out your very large paintbrush and wham! Right into the pile of all these snake bones, and you blast them apart. It looks like breaking bones is pretty easy around here when you have a big stick. And like a couple of the snakes just go cartoonishly in a pile, and you defeat them.
Alright.
But I've got bad news for you.
Yeah?
The eyes of the statues kind of like flare open with this red glow. And they look at Twig, and they start marching, and they join the battle.
What did I do?
You're not sure, but suddenly, hiya! Let's see, Makayla and Xalia, as you're
Hello.
watching Twig rush toward Pastiche, you notice some other things rushing towards Twig and Pastiche. These statues that are on the side of the on the sides of the room animate and start heading towards your companions. What would you like to do? Because I imagine you want to jump into the initiative, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your initiative. Probably Chuman too, yeah.
Yeah.
We got it.
Makayla is actually first at the top of the round.
Dang.
Wait, she rolled twice?
Wait. What
The
just
new
happened?
it's the new superpower.
Makayla, are you here?
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. Do you want to keep your 10 or your 22 for initiative? You somehow rolled
Blue one is
twice.
the blue one because there's 2 tokens on the board. Blue one is real, so the 10 is real. If you could delete the 22.
Okay. Delete. Remove combatant. Get out of here.
Dang.
Get
Oh,
out of
I
here.
think
It's
you-
not blue, Makayla.
Thank you.
Missed the chance at Phantom, Makayla.
Alright. Let's see here. Crunch, 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 crunch. Pastiche made their way over here with grace, but this one has none. And it takes a rusty longsword. Hiya! Wait, yeah. It actually rolls at advantage. Because you can't.
Just in case it
Oh,
crits.
okay.
Oh, it already crit.
Just in case you
Wait.
want a double crit.
Hey, there's
Am I not-
light there, right?
No.
It's just dim.
Oh wait, you know what? Hang on.
Oh no, it is outside the light of the torch.
I think like in the corner. It's
Hang on. You know what, Twig? Does
Uh-huh.
a 12 hit you?
A 12 does not hit.
You're in complete darkness, therefore it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
saved.
But they have 2 attacks. Go for it, Twig. This huge, rusty longsword slams down next to you. Poof, bones go flying, gold coins pelt your beak. You're being assaulted.
Oh no.
Mm.
Would I also have disadvantage on attacking it?
Because it is in complete darkness, yes.
Okay.
With no source of light.
I guess I'm gonna steady aim
Cool.
and then swing with the Jambia.
Hiya. 26
That's
hits.
a crit.
You know, just 26 crits. That's right, because you got a 19 on the face value. Yeah, a critical hit, you know, just barely hits it.
Uh-huh.
Just barely. All right.
Yeah, and then I'll stay right here.
Okay. As you strike it, you must not know your own strength because it falls back and is prone there on the ground. And
Oh.
it just lands amid bones, this crunching noise on the ground. It's probably dead.
Huh.
And it moves no longer.
Twig looks at his dagger in shock.
The dagger's diamond coating gleams in the non-light. Pastiche. Twig has felled this evil entity in a single blow. What would you like to do? You can see this statue march towards you, just at the edge of this torchlight.
Okay. We're gonna start heading towards the light, and as Pastiche passes by Twig, they'll point at the ground underneath the statue, drop some ink on him.
Dang, inked up? On a Saturday night?
Drop the ink.
Are these statues dexterous?
Sure hope not.
Not in the slightest. You tell me what happens, because by golly, they fall prone.
As the statue is clomping through the bones, they obviously have no awareness of the ground underneath them and just fall face first into the pile.
Everything you have said is true. Bong! They break their face. Oh no. The rusty sword clambers through a couple inches away out of their grasp, and they also stop moving.
Oh no.
It looks like you guys wait for a moment, and it seems that somehow you made it through the danger.
Pastiche kind of pauses for an extra beat. Twig, I found something in the pile over there. Steps back over. Looks toward the south. Your help is appreciated, by the way, though it clearly was unnecessary.
Oh, well, thank you, I think. What did you find?
I'm not certain. I couldn't make it out in the dark, but it felt a bit stuck. Pastiche will kind of reach into the pile, look for it again.
You find it. It's big enough
Okay.
to easily find again.
and attempt to point it out to Twig.
Twig, same description. It's this kind of ridged texture. Seems like there's this long cylinder attached to a big oval or oblong kind of thing. Flat on one end, open on the other. Kind of like the opening kind of like billows out into like a lip, and two kind of round handles, question mark, on one side of the cylinder.
Twig will take a shot at pulling it out.
Okay. Strength check
Pastiche will help.
with advantage.
Whoa.
While that's happening, Chuman turns around. Is everything alright in that room?
Sure. Seems so.
You Twig like straining.
Yeah, you hear the grunts of effort from two of your companions, and that answers your question.
The last time I chased after Pastiche, they got mad at me because they could just simply teleport away, so I think they can handle themselves.
Fair point. Then Chuman steps a little bit further to look in this room.
Alright, while Twig and Pastiche, while Bird and Snake are attempting to wrest some sort of object from its from being stuck, we shift to Chuman. Chuman, indeed, there are. This is a rectangular room. On the northern end, there is a raised area that has stairs. On the southern end, there's a raised area that has stairs. In the center of each raised area is just like a little kind of shelf box box. Nothing on top of it. Let's see here. Also to the north is a large landscape painting. Maybe not a painting, but some kind of like large landscape scenery or whatever.
Okay.
Lots of gold coins on the floor. Still smattering of bones, but less than the other rooms.
While Chuman is heading up the stairs, he's gonna at least have some squeaking and
Chuman's squeaky shoes from from being in the water.
He's gonna look at the painting to see if he recognizes anything while he's going up to the stairs to see if there's any engravings or so.
Yeah, you absolutely recognize it. It's a huge painting. Like, it covers the entire wall. And the image that it depicts is also sizable. It depicts Khorzaire. It is not so much as like a map-like depiction. It is a scenery, like this majestic landscape depicting Khorzaire. As it just lays on the ground, it's just this large, lovely scenery.
Is it like old Khorzaire landscape, or?
What do you mean old Khorzaire?
I guess in terms of however long it's been down here, compared to what Khorzaire is now.
Oh yeah,
If that makes sense.
it seems old. Like it's old. But it's a depiction.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, any differences between the two.
You'd have to go
If
over and
that
like
makes sense.
start licking it to figure that out, but
Okay, I'll do that later.
coming right up. Let's see here. So, which one are you checking out? The southern one?
Yes, see if there's any engravings or anything special.
Okay. There is an engraving on top of this kind of box. It's It is. Let me back up. So, like the top of this, it's just like a stone kind of pedestal thing. It is unadorned except for the top is flat silver, and in the silver is an inscription of gold. And what language do you know?
Common, Goblin, and Druidic.
Okay. Common, Goblin, Druid. Unfortunately, you're not quite sure what it says, but it is definitely script using letters that you know, but the arrangement means nothing to you.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything along the walls for the southern section of the room?
It is bare and unadorned.
Okay. Then I guess Chuman will turn and then check out the large painting.
Okay. Huge landscape of Khorzaire. It illustrates the continent. You can and the whole continent too. So, starting from the left, you can see renditions of the harbor town Tenudo. In the middle, you can see Luxnox. To the right, there's the largest theaters that are so big that they have to be made like as big as a castle town, depicted in Ilagoon. The colleges of Durlask. And then in the region where you know as Cyril, there are large towers and spires that wind in like crooked way up.
Okay.
Slide me an investigation real quick.
Investigation.
Easy investigation. Never mind.
Are you sure?
My man rolled a 0. Okay.
Need a -1.
So that's what you see. And it's on the wall behind this other kind of pedestal.
Is it similar to the same pedestal as behind?
Yeah.
Or is there anything different?
It's nearly the exact same. As you get up on it and you look down, it also says something, but in a script that you're not familiar with, but it does have different words.
Okay. You could flash back over to Pastiche and Twig. I think during this time frame, I'd be starting to walk back.
Yeah. Or Makayla and Xalia. You see like the silhouettes in the darkness producing grunts of effort, and you see Chuman walking back to you. What are you two in the middle of this intersection doing?
Xalia's gonna walk towards Chuman.
A creature approaches Chuman.
It's blue.
Xalia. You wouldn't happen to know some of these engravings that are back here?
She'll walk up. Does she know some of these engravings that are back here?
What are some of these languages that you know?
Well, she knows some of Common, some of Draconic, some of Dwarvish, and some of Primordial.
Okay.
I'm a little everything.
It is similar to what I described as Chuman. It is not a language you know, but it is letters and script that you are familiar with. There's arranged in ways that don't mean anything to you. Or
She's gonna shake her head.
Yeah.
She's gonna shake her head and then minor illusion so the text rearranges in a way that does make sense to her. Except now it just says something like cheese sandwiches.
I suppose this is something else that we might need to take a look at. Wonder if Makayla might know any. Makayla,
Yes.
do you know any of these engravings that Xalia and I are not aware of? They seem to be in a different writing that we've never seen before.
Picks up torch. Brings it over. While I'd be passing there, is there anything in this?
Yeah, you see glinting in your torchlight many gold coins at the foot of a very tall statue.
Okay.
The statue, since you can see in the torchlight, it's easily recognizable as a cloaked statue. Like it's got like some kind of carved as if wearing a long robe. At the bottom, of the robe, in the hem, there are dangling golden circles, and also kind of woven in to the cloak, dangling golden circles. And you can see that the statue has a mask. It is a golden mask that reflects the light from your torch, and they have a hand kind of splayed, fingers outstretched over part of their face.
Okay, we'll get back to that. But yeah, I walk up to see what they were. Sorry, what do you need me to read, if I can?
There's an engraving on each of these pedestals. Xalia nor I have been able to figure out what they could be. It seems like they're writing that we've never seen.
I mean, the only languages that I would know that they don't is Elvish or Orc, I think.
It's in Elven. Yeah, which one do you want first?
Except one has been rearranged to be complete nonsense.
Yeah, one of these don't.
And Elven.
Yeah.
Which one? Guess the 50-50?
Yeah. Which one do you want first?
I don't know.
South or north?
North.
Okay.
First one.
This one, it's actually in common. It just says cheese sandwiches.
Strange. It's made up of script. It's when someone writes extra thick, but it's in those I want to say Chinese letters. So it's as if it's a font, but it's just I guess I'll look at the other one. Kind of confused. That one is nonsense. Maybe some sort of code. Maybe Twig might know that one. Looks at the next one.
You head to this other one. You walk up the steps, clonk, 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 clonk. And you take a look at this pedestal where on the top there is this silver, flat, silver finished flat space, and written in gold is in Elven a message that you are able to easily read, and it reads, "The true blood, sweat, and tears are behind the scenes."
The true blood, sweat, and tears are behind the seeds.
That's what it reads.
Okay.
You have any idea?
I don't know what it means, but true blood, sweat, and tears behind the seeds. I don't have any context for that phrase. Sorry, was there any images or anything else beyond that engraving?
No, that's the only
Or is
thing
that
that's
just-
on this piece.
Okay. Well, I couldn't read the one to the north. Seems common, but in a code.
It was not common though.
Yeah, I don't mean she rearranged it into common. She arranged it into a language she understood with that script.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks
It
back
was-
over it, sees that it's I don't know. Maybe the magic's gone away. It's been like a minute.
The letters start dancing.
Yeah.
Literally. One of them pulls out a top hat.
Yeah,
I
the
see.
letters get up, start dancing around. They start like doing this beautiful ballet. These letters together. Like one like spins, and they do like a little pirouette and do a little bend and sorry, a
like-
dip.
I like move my hand through them to try and like disperse the illusion.
Chuman crosses his arms. Har har, Xalia.
Can I read this one?
Yeah, you wave letters through your hand. The the letters just go they fly away. As you backhand them into the waterfall. Let's see here. Is it a so the top one reads. Oh, I got them reversed. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The top one is the one that says the true blood, sweat, and tears are behind the scenes. Sorry, the bottom one reads. Is it a trick? Is it a boon? Head out of this room at noon. It doesn't matter that the reverse. That's what the top one reads.
Can you repeat that line?
Yeah, so the Makayla walks up to this north pedestal, and this message inscribed in gold lettering on silver reads, "Is it a trick? Is it a boon? Head out of this room at noon."
Yeah, I would read that out loud as I said it. Well, that's strange. I don't suppose either of you have any way of keeping time without the sun.
Makayla kind of
Or
shrugs and
otherwise.
shakes her head.
Chuman does the same.
Well, I don't know what we... Don't know how you'd ever time that in the depths of a giant pyramid. But I suppose... I don't know what to suppose, actually. This didn't really seem to make any sense.
It seems to activate something, correct? At least at noon, if we were to walk out of this room.
Potentially. Hard
Maybe
to-
Pastiche could use some magic.
On cue, you hear a twinned grunt from the other room that echoes around the walls. And Twig and Pastiche, you, after a lot of exertion and trying to, like, using lever theory and some pulley theory and some kind of just magical know-how, and also like digging in with your various tools and weapons, you managed to extricate this object from whatever had it stuck fast. And in fact, you are unprepared for the eventuality that you get it out of there. So with a resounding heave-ho, you are flung backwards as this suddenly lets go, and this thing flies over your heads and crunches some bones and gold coins behind you. It's like around here. But yeah, you got it. You don't know where it went because it's in darkness. But you know you must have flung it backwards.
You wouldn't happen to have a torch, would you?
Pastiche sort of feels around their bags. I don't believe so.
Twig will, like, raise his voice a little bit towards the hallway. Makayla? Could you come here for 1 second?
What
Twig's, like,
nonsense are they into now?
Twigs is just, like, feeling along the ground, trying to find what they pulled out.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. You need me to read something as well?
You have discovered that what you have pulled out is some kind of clay pot or vase of some kind. Let's see, probably Pastiche would automatically know what it is because it is an art object. You recognize this as an amphora. It is a long narrow-necked, liquid-carrying pottery, and yeah, it's got 2 handles on the side. It's very big.
Huh.
Used to carry and port liquids, and also pour them, depending on the situation.
Yeah. Pastiche would, of course, reiterate that explanation, and then kind of stick an arm into the opening of it, if it can fit.
You can. Inside is no liquid, but I need you to make... a grapple check.
Oh boy.
So either athletics or acrobatics.
Right. 1 second.
You feel something, like, as you stick your hand in, you feel something grab your hand and attempt to pull you down, but you slip out at the before you are pulled.
This happens. Pastiche kind of glances around the room a bit and mutters, Xalia? Was that you?
You hear from far behind you. She's gonna start walking up towards you.
Xalia. Twig? Makayla? There's something in here. I'm not sure. It tried to pull me in.
Well,
Zalia's gonna... She's gonna, like, walk up, look around, like, head tilt. Where?
we could leave it where it was.
After all the trouble we went through to get it out?
Makayla, you're not the least bit curious?
Well, he does have a knack for being in trouble.
I simply do not wish to invite further danger onto us.
Anyway, Zalia's gonna minor illusion another hand in the hole that Pastiche just came out of. Another hand reaching in.
Yeah. Is the M4 like sitting upright right now?
Probably.
Should be.
Yeah, it's like probably you guys moved it to the middle of the room.
We're all just like surrounding it.
Yeah. just kind of like, huh? How about that? Would you just look at it?
Minor illusion hand. Minor illusion hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's plenty of hands going around as Xalia creates them.
They're all going where Pastiche got grabbed.
Did it look like that, Pastiche?
Well, I didn't see it. It just grabbed at me when I reached in.
Yeah, the minor illusion hands are going inside the M4 to see if it reacts.
No, you don't see a reaction.
She makes a noise.
Twig's gonna try to flick a copper inside the amphora to see if anything happens.
You hear a water noise.
Did any of you find anything in one of the other rooms that might be connected to this somehow?
Well, 2 pedestals. One says, True Blood, Sweat and Tears behind the seeds. Another that says, Is it a trick? Is it a boon? Head out of the room at noon.
See.
So, no.
Nothing related to that. There is a large painting, but it's the entire Khorzaire. So, Wherever that is, we have no clue of it.
Well, surely we shouldn't just leave it here. Would any of you like to carry this?
Pastiche gestures to this large vase, the amphora, that probably comes up to their ribcage.
Xalia is going to no, fuck it, we're having fun. She's going to summon just a despair shadow spawn.
Okay.
It is a big blob of like. The last one was angry energy that's kind of flicking off everywhere, bursting with light. This one's just kind of a blob with tendrils that are flowing off everywhere. It's like goop. Just an indefinable, inky blob of darkness that just kind of wraps around the amphora and starts carrying it.
Alright.
Okay. Well.
He starts walking.
Solve that?
Do you think this has value or some sort of importance to take with us?
I would also like to emphasize, by the way, because I picked despair. If you everyone who's next to the spirit moves slow.
Yep.
Minus 20 speed.
You are slowed by
the tendrils reach out and stick to you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Twig starts like responding to Makayla. Well, if this place is connected with Dagon somehow, then maybe. And then he like steps through the hallway to try to get past the shadow spawn, and he like stops mid sentence.
Grabbed by the ghoulie.
Like slowly pulls his way past the tentacles as he shudders. What was I just talking about?
It's fine. Is there anything else in that room beyond that and bones and a snake?
There are some rusty blades, but I don't believe. Pastiche kind of raises an arm, looks at the tendrils, continues walking alongside the shadow spawn. I don't believe they're of use to any of you.
It was sort of hard to see without a light, but I didn't notice anything else there.
They will not have torches.
I seem to have misplaced mine.
Mitch usually does the seeing in the dark for me.
Not to worry. 1 second.
I mean, it's too late now.
Chuman gives a torch over to Twig.
Thank you.
Alright. Is everyone satisfied with their exploration? Still that... Did anyone check the room with the statue?
You mean the room closest to us?
Yeah.
I've only
She just
had-
like point the next to that room. Well, I'll go.
I've merely passed by it. I haven't actually looked through.
No. Do you want to be thorough, or we could head back?
Xalia's gonna take the shadow spawn upstairs.
Well, seems as if choice has been made for us. And we'll follow.
Okay.
What's over here?
A room. You can't
Whoa.
see.
She makes an annoyed noise.
I mean, Makayla's holding torch.
As Makayla rounds the corner, you can see that this room has a pit in the middle. another well-like structure. However, this is filled not with water, but with gold coins, to the brim, overflowing with gold coins. There's a small mound to the point. There are daises, like raised little platforms in each corner, that look like they would hold a statue, because every other room that you have visited thus far has had some, but not this one.
Okay. She's gonna walk around.
Okay. Xalia traverses, moves forward, walks over the gold coins. You can see that there is a west exit, but a little too dark without your companions. You can kind of feel your way through if you like.
She's going to, yeah.
Okay. You guys see, you all watch as Xalia darts out of sight. Just jumps over the gold coins. You hear clank, 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 and then Xalia, you start feeling your way through a narrow hallway.
And she's gonna be, shut up, follow me. As it's carrying the amphora.
Yeah. Just blort, blort, a little shadow to
Are we gonna go after her?
You're free to. It has to be one of you two. You both have the torch.
Twig, is your torch lit?
Mine is not lit yet.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna move the... not that one. I'm gonna move
I could
the light to Makayla's token.
Yeah, I was just kind of messing out.
Makayla, as you enter the room, Xalia is out of sight, but you can see a tunnel that bends hard right, 90 degrees. You can hear Xalia's footsteps as she skitters down this stone tunnel. Xalia, you see nothing. You roll me? No, you don't need to roll. You almost trip going up a couple stairs. Or sorry, going up a ramp. You can't see, so you're just following the walls, like arms outstretched, I suppose. So the raised ramp is unexpected, so you like trip, fall a little bit, but you get up. You get up as you always do, and you find another another right angle. As you're
Alright, we're gonna follow it.
Yeah, roll me investigation while you're moving around here.
Okay.
To imagine right as we turn this corner.
You see the
Right
inky
turns
mask
next
carrying the amphora.
Mhm.
Foundry's being a bit slow for me today, sorry.
That's cool.
2!
Alright, cool. For a total of 6, nice. Yeah, you're around the corner. Yeah, so, and then you come across what must be a room, because the wall expands out and it's no longer in feeling distance. So you must be in some form of other chamber. There's the clinking of gold coins as you cautiously walk around to make sure you don't bump face first into anything. You're not crunching on any bones, though.
Okay.
As your team rounds the corner, and Makayla brings the torchlight, Xalia and Makayla, and everyone else, as you all come through this narrow corridor, you what is illuminated is a sarcophagus. Xalia, you know very well what these are. Corey's slightly confused, but you've all seen this before. It is ornamented in the shape where, like, the lid of the sarcophagus resembles a person with crossed arms. They have this nice little headdress. The sarcophagus itself is painted instead of just stone, like the other ones you've encountered before previously. It is yellow and blue. similar to the strips of clothing that the entity that has been stalking you for several days wears. It's the same color. Around, it looks like someone just like threw a basket of gold coins in this room, and that's what the arrangement of the money is on the ground, and on top of the sarcophagus and stuff like that.
What use does all this money have to the dead? Kayla would kind of murmur. Xalia, anything piquing your interest?
She's looking pretty restless. Actually, okay, it's been a while since I've done this, but I have a stupid thing I want to do, and...
Funny, potential stupid thing.
Damn it. Okay, she's not gonna do the stupid thing.
You see Xalia, like, looking restless, anxious, and then she sucks in a breath and just kind of swallows it, and then looks... What would you like to do, Xalia? What are you up to in here, now that you can see this thing?
I guess she'll poke it.
Okay.
It's not kind of what she's looking for right now, but she'll poke it.
Okay. Poke. Feels, like painted clay or stone or something like that. Give me, I imagine you're checking it out with that purpose. So investigation.
Okay.
Okay.
3.
3 plus 4 is 7. So let's see here. You do find a nameplate. Hard to miss. It just says in what languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Primordial.
Funnily enough, Common was what you needed. It says the resting place of whenever he chooses to rest despite his games.
Sorry, what name?
ULLR.
Oh, okay. Zalia's gonna make a hiss noise at it. And I'm gonna make that wisdom save again with disadvantage because that's a realization. Damn it.
You have good wisdom.
No, I don't. I'm just a wizard.
You have +3.
That's all proficiency.
Wiz is in the first, it's in the first syllable.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Wow.
Okay, I clearly want this.
Yeah, just do it.
Shadows. Dump it on it.
What?
The shadow spirit lurches forward, and just wordlessly, inky tendrils going everywhere, levers the amphora above it, and just tips it. It just decants. There is not a noise, except for a singular noise. It's just a piece of metal rattling around, and out dumps the copper coin that Twig put in, and just plang.
Huh. I thought you
Seems vaguely disappointed by this outcome. Huh?
I thought you were going to try to open the sarcophagus.
No, she was looking for something to dump it in. Dump the amphora in.
Did any water come out, or was it just the coin?
Just the copper.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, well.
It seemed like there was liquid inside, but apparently not.
I mean, it could very well have some sort of magical properties to it.
I'm gonna lean down and pick up the copper coin.
Like right as Twig was walking forward to pick it up.
I'm pretty sure you guys bump hands.
Realize there's
Bailey extends their hand to win the war. The fingers literally get longer.
this place is littered with gold coins. And
It's about the principle. And Twig like puts a little fine.
I think while you two are down there, you see written in the stone steps, not immediately noticeable. You had to actually get down there and move the copper piece and then see it before it became apparent. Inscribed in the step that the copper coin was on, you read the message: "Glory to deception, glory to tricks."
Okay. By the way, I just ordered the Shadow Swan to put the amphora over Twig's head.
Twig is gonna flinch as if he's about to be splashed.
Okay, I need more information. What is the Shadow Spawn doing?
That's paper mark energy. What she's envisioning is basically taking the amphora upside down and then putting that over Twig's head, bucket heading him.
All right. Twig, I need a grapple check with a disadvantage.
So this is acrobatics or athletics?
Yes.
It's my specialty.
Easy.
So
My breath is baited.
that's going to be useful to you because the Shadow Spawn, Xalia, you're not sure if it misunderstood your order or something, but the Shadow Spawn, when it goes to put it over the amphora, it reaches the ground, and Twig is inside the amphora wholly. Twig, you are no longer there.
Can I see anything?
Do you have dark vision?
No, not at the
You
moment.
cannot see anything.
Zalia's gonna look inside the amphora.
So Xalia, you order the Shadow Spawn to put the amphora back upright. You look inside. There is nothing inside the amphora. There is no Twig. Twig, you are not here anymore. You, Twig, are instead. There is a couple blurbs, bubbles going around you, and for a moment you feel like you're underwater. And then in the next moment, that feeling fades away, and just imperceptibly, it fades away, and you are no longer standing, but you don't feel like you've fallen, and you cannot see. You are in darkness. You sense something next to you, and your back is to a wall.
It doesn't feel like I'm in something as small as the amphora would be normally, right?
No, you are not in something base-shaped.
Okay, it's been more open space.
But yeah, you all watch as Twig is no longer there.
What did you just do? Looks to Xalia.
She's gonna stick her hand in the amphora.
Yeah, grapple check.
Alright. Strength.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Athletics. She's trying to grab back.
Okay. It sounds like you're trying to lose this.
I mean, she got an 18.
Okay. You succeed on this check.
Gonna try to grab back.
Alright. Roll me another athletics. That was to escape.
Damn it.
It slips your grasp. Like this, it feels like this kind of like bony protrusion that is a hand, you know, like something's grabbing you down. But you slip out of it, and then you try to like grab again, like grab its wrist, and then it slips out of your grasp. You have evaded each other. But yeah, what's up, Twig?
Lacking any sight, Twig's gonna try to light the torch that Chuman gave him.
Okay. You find that you are in a very cramped space. It takes some doing to maneuver the torch around you. Like you bang against some stuff, and you're not quite sure what's going on. But you are in a cramped space. You light the torch, and you look around. You get a quick gasp of sight. You see a jewel next to you, and you see a humanoid skull looking right at you. Like you turn your head, it's like scare cord. Before the torch burns out. No, wait, sorry, it doesn't just burn out. Before you see a bony hand go up to the torch and it snuffs out the flame.
See, I think Twig's just gonna try to take a step back from where the skull was. And he'll like call out with a shaky hello?
I need a save against fright from you. A wisdom save. You're good. But yeah, definitely shaky. There is no answer. And you find that you can't take a step back, and your orientation is starting to get displaced. You no longer feel like you're standing upright, but you're leaning or laying down or something like that. The wall behind you no longer feels like a wall. Feels like it might be like a ceiling, and you have like this feeling of weightlessness.
Oh.
Hey, when Twig calls out, do we hear anything from outside the amphora?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Xalia is still hand fishing in there, and she's ordered the Shadow Spirit to help her.
Okay. Need athletics or acrobatics? You're gonna keep trying.
Alright. Okay, so she's ready for it this time. She's ready to slip out of the way with acrobatics.
I understand. It unfortunately grabs you and pulls Xalia down, and she just...
What about the Shadow Spawn? That's been also been ordered to fish around in there.
We'll come back to the Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
You see Xalia ignoring any question posed to her by the elderly elf, and she's just...
Wait, Makayla asked me something? Oh wait, yeah, what did I do to Twig? No. Yeah, we're ignoring that one.
And before she just kind of like slurps like goo into the amphora, and she also disappears out of sight. The Shadow Spawn looks around. You feel this... Makayla, you're right next to it. You feel this just kind of like weight of sorrow and dread upon you. For... let's see here. Shadow Spawn also does as it was ordered and disappears. Yep. So these are gone. There's only the amphora. It just the amphora kind of like wobbles a bit, just wom 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 wom, and before it rights itself. Xalia, very similar situation. You are transported. transported nowhere and everywhere. There's a brief feeling of water on cascading through your face and clothes and hair, but then it just imperceptibly fades away, and you find yourself in a dark area you can't see. You feel confined.
Is Twig there?
You feel around. You do not feel your familiar feathered friend.
Is the shadow spirit there?
Unfortunately not.
She's gonna hiss into the darkness.
Okay.
As Xalia and her spirit disappear, Pastiche steps forward and tries to peer into the amphora, just like looking in through the opening.
Okay.
Twig? Xalia?
What on earth happened?
Well, I assume whatever reached out for me. Chuman, would you like to try?
Xalia starts flailing with...
Xalia, give me a strength check.
Oh, I meant with Foot Whisper.
With Foot Whisper? Make an attack roll.
By the way, where's the item currently at on the map?
What was it?
Where is the item currently on the map? Is like
It's kind of like right here, yeah.
Yeah.
You flail around, you hit.
Great, do I roll damage?
Go and roll damage.
Attack the darkness!
Let me look at my notes.
Are you mad? Why would I attack it when I have no idea? Well, we have no idea what it even... How to even get them back out. Here, if anything, we could probably use rope and see if that might do anything.
Roll 44, Xalia.
Okay.
That's
Oh my
exactly
God.
what you needed. It has 16 HP. You guys see the... so Makayla, Pastiche, and Chuman, you see the blade of this obsidian blade just stab upwards through the heart of the sarcophagus next to you.
Oh!
Just...
It's...
Wow.
Is the Xalia hand following it?
yeah. And you see this, like, eel this very, very eel, fishy, macabre hand attached to it.
Also blue.
Also blue.
Is that the Silk Whisper knife?
Then you hear...
I would.
You hear a hiss.
I'd move to open the sarcophagus.
Okay. Requires a strength check.
Okay.
Pastiche will help with this.
Yeah,
Okay.
shoot the wall.
What did they, all right. Well, all three of you work together. you can get it off. You can get the lid off. There you see, illuminated in the torchlight, is Xalia. She is there, wielding Soot Whisper, thrashing about frantically. Next to her are a couple gemstones, a couple art objects, and just various personal effects that don't belong to her, ostensibly.
I do now. She's gonna see everyone sit up, look around, and just kind of head tilt, minor illusion, birdie.
We figured you might have seen it. You both went in that thing.
Well, if you are here alone, then... Has anyone seen a similar sarcophagus around?
Is my shadow spirit just gone?
You don't know where it is.
Not at least in the current rooms we've been in. Suppose we'd have no other choice but to look further into that room in the north.
Perhaps. Well. Perhaps the only one that potentially would be the safest to be able to get back, maybe it could be Pastiche if you were to try and go into this, whatever this portal or gate or whatever this thing is.
Well,
But otherwise, I do not know how we would even begin trying to find him.
my transposition magics are quite impressive, but if I don't know where I am, it's difficult to...
They're just gonna go and stick her hand in the Amphora again.
Grapple check.
Well, as that happens, but wouldn't you not know where Twig is if you... Xalia didn't see him.
Goodbye. You see Xalia get out of the sarcophagus and then dive into the amphora. She's gone. There she is, and then there she goes.
Is Twig there?
Nope.
Hey, she's gonna start flailing again!
Alright, we'll come back to you.
I mean, I assume they're not in the sarcophagus, so...
They have to at least be somewhere else in this.
I guess we can try looking for them. They could be literally anywhere in this pyramid, or anywhere at all, but... Perhaps knowing that they're at least in this pyramid is... all we can go off of for now.
Okay. Xalia and Twig, I've placed you where you are. Please don't move.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be true. At least we have not seen any sarcophagi on the way.
There may be other things.
If Xalia jumped back in, then I should hope Twig isn't suffering at least.
Let's cut back to Twig and see if he's suffering.
Oh no.
Am I suffering?
But no, Makayla, go ahead and finish. You were about to say something. And then I made it funny.
was just saying, knowing Xalia, that might not be a guarantee.
Real quick, anything from the Amphora group?
Amphora gang?
Twig's gonna try using a star jar to see.
Alright, cool. You do have enough space to drop in your eyes, this eyedropper. Your eyes illuminate with this many constellations of space. Stars glittering in your eyes and your irises. It enables you to see in the dark, even when there is no light. As you illuminate the area around you like a starry sky, you see next to you a skeleton. You see... it's still looking at you. You see a gemstone. You're not able to determine what color it is because dark vision is grayscale. You look around. You appear to be lying down. You are appear to be in some kind of enclosure. It's dark, no light. It is just barely large enough to fit you. You're kind of like spooning the skeleton. Or the reverse, actually. There's
Does it look?
You look at your torch, and there's just a skeletal hand on top of it, where the pitch is.
Does it look like it's making any hostile movements or
No.
doing anything spooky?
No, it's pretty spooky, but it's not doing anything hostile.
Twig's gonna slowly reach for the gem.
Okay. make a stealth check. It's yours.
Mystery gem. And I guess I would like feel along the walls to see if there is any of them that give, or if there's any anything I could interact with on any of the walls.
It is. You get the texture that's kind of similar texture to the amphora, like clayish, smooth though, stone. You can feel above you. There's a little bit of a crease where you can kind of like dig a talon in, but it isn't really like go anywhere. You can't leverage up or anything like that. That's it. Yeah, looking around with your starry eyes, you get the impression that you're inside of a box.
Twig's gonna try to see if he can jam the crowbar inside that crease. Old reliable.
Old reliable. Give me a crowbar check.
Love crowbar checks.
You have advantage on crowbar checks.
I'll use inspiration on this.
Oh, okay.
This is the real crowbar check.
Okay. This time for sure.
Okay, I get it.
Do you have any other bonuses you would like to apply?
You like to double your coin?
Do I have any other bonuses?
I'm not sure if you have anything, but you do have at least Flame of Rebirth.
That would add like a 1d hit die, right?
Yes.
I'll Flame of Rebirth. I don't want to die in this sarcophagus.
Cool, roll me. A d8.
Oops.
Brilliant. Okay. So just write down that you have 6 hit dice. As you jam your crowbar and try to leverage it, try to get this incredible invention of scientific advancement in technology called a crowbar to pry open the lid, ostensibly, of whatever box you're in. You feel the claustrophobia kind of surround you, and you feel this undying stare of this skeleton next to you, and you feel the air in the area start to get a little more stale, a little hotter, as you are quickly taking up all the oxygen in this box. And before finally there is a flare of just fiery conflagration around you, yourself, and the crowbar, and there is a burst of immolation all around you. It takes your breath away really quick, but just as soon it replaces it, and with this, with all of the strength of destiny itself, you pry open the lid. The lid of this sarcophagus goes flying, like jettisons even, over into the side of this room. And you extricate yourself from the restraint that you are in.
We hear that.
You guys hear a loud noise. Directionless, but you hear a loud noise.
Bailey is going to flail about at Whisper again for what it's worth.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I can't control my token, but I wouldn't have moved out of this room.
Okay. You said you wouldn't?
I would have moved out of this room by now and tried to
I think we were
check
moving
other
up
spaces.
north.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah,
My whole
let's
computer
get you
wasn't literally dying.
Let's get you a new token here.
Yeah, Pastiche is definitely following whoever's got the torch.
Okay. Makayla has the torch. Can you control your token now?
No, it's not a Foundry issue. It's my computer is literally dying.
Oh.
The Discord sound keeps like ing.
Oh no.
Sorry. Should have warned about that sound.
Okay.
And then like cutting out, and that's why I disconnected. And
Well,
everything is
hang on,
lagging.
Chuman, I'll call you back.
So.
Okay.
I can like barely do things now, every now and then.
Okay. So you guys will round the bend and you traverse over this mound of gold coins in a pit, and you're in search for your companions. At the time that you hear this loud crash, directionless, it kind of reverberates around the walls. You're not sure, and as you are checking that out, Xalia, roll me an attack roll.
Vispa.
That sounds so funny. Yeah, 24.
So it's Vispa.
Go ahead and roll damage, and also a 44. A 24 is what you needed to hit the vase that you were stuck in. And as
You need 24?
just barely. And you shatter the vase that you're stuck in, and then like you roll and you just kind of topple out into the middle of some kind of room. There is only one exit to the east. There are many objects of pottery and like vases, pots, urns, all that kind of stuff. That's the only thing in this room. But you have just destroyed one of them. You were inside one. Gold coins litter the floor still. You can see that there is nothing, actually. It's dark. There's no light.
This is so fucked up.
You only know that there's pottery in here because just feeling around, and like as your eyes suggest, you see the silhouettes and be like, oh, okay, this is a vase. Just based off of the faint glitters of the gold coins that you're currently sitting on.
He's going to start feeling her way around
Okay.
and making a point to smash other vases she touches.
Okay. Xalia becomes number one vase hater and destroys every vase. Like each one shatters apart. You come across quite a few. Shatters apart, clang, clang, just noises of Azalea in a china shop. As each one explodes into more gold coins. One explodes into some kind of liquid. One is you see some kind of like rocks or whatever fall on the floor. As you feel around the room, you find an exit point. You can you follow this out a little bit, and then it comes to east, and then you find the dreaded choice, one way or another.
Left hand rule. Left hand rule.
All right. Let's see here. I don't think the vase destroying noises is enough. Sorry, are loud enough for the group of three that are searching for their friends. As Xalia, as you maneuver around, you find another hallway, and you're it's slow going, making sure not to trip. You've already encountered a couple ramps, and trying to make sure not to lose your footing, especially while you have a very sharp, a very magical object out. So let's go to the three with the torch. What would you guys like to do?
Well, it's the only place. Sorry, continue.
I think we're just proceeding into the room in the north, right?
Yeah, Makayla would kind of say, logic it as like, if the only place that could hide them, as far as we know, is sorry, if there aren't any other places that we've checked that could hide them, then the only choice is to go north.
Okay. As you descend, sorry, not descend. As you walk across this kind of cobblestone, like hopscotch looking thing, where the stones are like sectioned out a little bit, different from the rest of the hallway. And you enter this very large room to the north that is illuminated in this smoky torchlight. It kind of like, the light almost hangs in the air. As you maneuver here, you can see the inside of this room. There's 6 torches lined up into 2 columns of 3 on the sides. In the middle of the room, there is a large kind of casket-looking thing where in the middle stands a cauldron of some sort. It is raised up by 3 steps, similar to the statues that you've been seeing around and all that kind of thing. Plenty of bones on the ground. There is a huge, massive clump directly ahead of you. Some of the ground looks broken and kind of churned up. Plenty of gold coins. And on the other end of the room are 2 ornamentless seats and 1 very large, taller ornamented throne. Looks like it's got some red and just like prismatic colors all around as it reflects in the torchlight. Immediately after you take a step into this room, you hear this soulful voice cascade over the walls again, and it beckons you with a command and says, "Purify thine convictions in mine waters, amid a flood of souls." And there is a rushing sound of liquid as water pours into the area from the floor, flowing down the walls, sourceless, falling down from the ceiling, bubbling up from these extra sideline torches, as a huge flood rushes towards you. The torchlight is extinguished as clean water cascades over the walls, and I need everyone to roll a massive strength saving throw. So all the light goes out, and your torch, like this water impacts you in this cavern. Just
Did you say massive?
I need a massive one. Let's see, all this light is out. Bink, 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 bink. Makayla's torchlight is extinguished. So you are all rushed. Water rushes past you. This torrent, and you can feel you while you're tossing and being tossed and tumbled backwards. You sense the movement around you that is not your own. Pastiche, a 20 is exactly what you needed. You go nowhere. Makayla and Chuman, you are cascaded backwards, carried amongst this huge racing current backwards.
It fills the entire corridor, right?
Fills the entire corridor. You have to. Pastiche is holding their breath.
Pastiche takes up a stance, almost like they expected this to happen, dives straight into the torrent, and swims against the current.
Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Ain't dude, low rolls today.
Everyone, including Xalia and Twig, or
Correct.
oh,
Everyone rolls initiative, please, and as you all sense the movement of creatures around you, water streams over the myriad bones in this sanctum. They begin to shake and rise and bear arms, their own arms, against you. Pastiche, you see the water cascade over these bones in the middle, and they kind of quiver and clamber to their feet as one whole humanoid skeleton. You look briefly back behind you, and you feel bony hands climbing up your body as a skeleton rises and gets itself together. You can see you guys in the back here. There's another skeleton in the room that you washed in. You can hear the chattering of bones around you. The entire hallway is filled with the clattering of bones as souls fill the area, and lots of stuff happens. Xalia and Twig, you also hear bones going, just the xylophone of marrow. Twig, where you're at, now that you're out of this sarcophagus, you see lots of this ominous blue torchlight suddenly snuff as water cascades, billows out of this room to the west. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys sense a lot of dudes.
a massive wave of dudes who's is coming.
Yeah, a massive wave. Warning!
Oh my god.
Brain. A massive wave of dudes coming.
Those are some dudes.
That is many dudes.
Let's see here. Oh, and Pastiche, one other minor note here. Amid the skeletons that are rising up in front of you and behind you, this big clump of bones forms together, and there's like 6 arms on the beast, and then there's this huge monumental rib cage as what must have been the skeleton of an ogre comes in and forms.
Oh.
And wields skeletons against you. Roll NPCs.
Wait. So to be clear, I don't know if I missed it, or is visibility improved underwater, or can I not actually see this?
The visibility is actually kind of improved.
Okay.
This is special. This is special water. This is special pure water.
I'm gonna restart my computer.
You can see as if in dim light.
Actually, don't give me a sec. You can keep going. There's a lot before me.
The water kind of like cascade, like the dim light of the water cascades over the golden coins, so you can see where the coins are. They kind of reflect everywhere. So where there is gold, you can see.
Okay. Oh boy.
Let's see. Xalia and Twig, there's no water. You are
No fucking way.
You are completely dry, but you hear this torrent, this ever sounding a waterfall, rushing.
Do we have a sense of where it is coming from?
Yeah, you can piece together, use your spatial awareness. It is coming from as you're traveling east down this hallway. It is behind you.
Alright, so they're gonna turn around and start going that way.
Okay. Let's see here. So, let's take it away. Pastiche! cannot be surprised. You have weathered the torrent of water, the initial torrent of water threatening to cascade you back. You are staring down a couple beasts made out of bones and marrow and old rusty armor. As you feel the entire thing become flooded, and you have like the deep underground watery noises of just base maneuvering through. What would you like to do?
Pastiche is going to briefly look back, see if they can get a glimpse of either Chuman or Makayla.
You see him tumbling away.
Then look forward at the giant skeleton and their mini friends.
They're tumbling down.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
Continue, bud.
Hello.
Chuman and Makayla, you take 1 bludgeoning damage from being just pushed along with this torrent of water down this hallway, colliding with many things and each other. What you got, Pastiche? as these things are moving on you.
Yeah. I think Pastiche is going to try to extract themselves from the situation. Zip into the light beyond the skeletons blocking their path.
Okay.
And then continue swimming toward one of the halls.
You do, you're a lizard person!
Sure did.
Sure, yeah, you can swim. Swim all you like. Let's see. As you swim to this other side, and you maneuver yourself toward a hallway, you can see, amid some glittering gold coins, another skeleton. And it appears to be facing away from you right now.
That's not helpful. I think Pastiche is just gonna stand up at the end of this hallway,
Okay.
and that's their turn.
Alright, cool. Let's see here. So the next one, this big dude is going to hurl a skeleton at you. He picks up this dude that was right in front of you, and just chucks it through the water. It is incredibly quick.
Yeah,
Does a 10 hit you?
it does not.
Oh, okay. Well, the skeleton's coming anyway. The skeleton misses you, clatters against the wall, and explodes into a million bone splinters, and it's done so.
Sick.
Deals damage to itself. This one does not have a swimming speed, so dash action. This one's also got now he's gonna pick up this other skeleton in his hand and get ready and wield him. Xalia's turn.
Xalia is just gonna somewhat more hastily forward the darkness downstairs so it whisper extended in front of her.
Okay.
Like towards the sound.
Alright, you stab a wall and then you turn around. You identified that there's ways to move to your right, and you maneuver around.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you dashing or just walking?
She'll dash.
Okay.
Once she runs out of movement.
Alright. You stab another wall. Can't go that way. But you identify that you feel around the wall a little bit, and you feel that you can turn left here in this 90-degree angle.
Okay. You'll turn left and stab another wall.
I need an attack
Oh, okay.
on this one. Uh, 13 hits. I need a damage. Cool. You carve like you stab what looks to be another wall, or what seems to be another wall at first, but as you put the rest of your forward momentum into it, you stab through it, and taking and like carving a little bit down as you withdraw your arm. It looks like you've carved through some sort of canvas. You can take a peek through it easily enough, and you see through this little hole that you've sliced through, this kind of like tarp material, you see a familiar room.
Huh. There are skeletons.
There are also many skeletons.
She's gonna walk away from the skeletons.
You see them all just kind of like slowly turn their heads towards you.
Yeah, that's her turn, I guess.
Alright, cool. Let's see here. This one is going to break off its own rib and wield that as a weapon. And we're rushing Pastiche. This one just saw somebody poke their head in, like, here's Xalia looking thing. And it's going to start like clawing at this very large at this wall, trying to beat and bash and bite its way in. And it succeeds in tearing a slightly larger hole. Boop, boop. Wiggle, wiggle. There are several feral-looking skeletons all clattering towards Xalia, trying to rip and tear at this wall, which we can understand is the painting Xalia that you saw earlier, just shredding it, ripping it, tearing it, trying to get through it at the secret passage behind it. Let's see here. Wiggle, wiggle. Which brings us to Makayla.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Makayla, you are moved backwards all the way to kind of where you started. To your immediate north is the junction and crossroads, as the water that cascaded out of the northern room has pushed you and Chuman, who is right next to you, all the way back, sending you like tattering head over heels, crashing into various things, like a bone like hits you in the side and stuff. It causes some pain. You are completely flooded, but you notice that the water around here is, since this is a larger room, the ceiling is a little bit better at containing the water, so it's not completely flooded in this room, but traversing forward and reuniting with Pastiche, who you no longer see. They have darted out of sight, and also your torchlight and everything's gone. What would you like to do? There's many skeletons around you. You feel, you sense one rising behind you, and up ahead is a couple skeletons kind of like rounding the corner of the crossroads.
Can I actually see those? Are those in light?
If you're able to see...
These were like glinting off coins before, right?
Yeah, if you're able to see the map, because you said your computer was lagging.
I restarted my computer, it's fine now.
Alright, cool. Yeah, anything that is illuminated, you can now see. It no longer is not actually lit. It is lit. The water is slightly illuminated, so all around you is just this very vague illumination, but whenever there's gold coins, and you see that gold glint on the floor and on the virtual map, you can see there.
Okay.
So you can see.
Sure.
So like, you know there's this loser over here, and there's somebody behind you.
When does this going? I don't think I can check when that's going.
By the way, a question: would Natural Explorer apply here? Now that everything's technically extinguished. All the light sources.
Let's see. What does Natural Explorer do for you again?
A number of things. But basically it activates after traveling in a favorite terrain, which I assume this would be Underdark.
You're in a pyramid. You know what? Yeah, sure. You can have it.
Then I guess the next mechanic question, because technically we're swimming, but on Natural Explorer, difficult terrain doesn't slow the group's travel.
You are currently away from your group, so it'll help.
You have to be like in there for an hour, I guess. But yeah.
I assume like it only helps Makayla right now.
Yeah, it would only help Makayla right now, and yourself.
Okay.
I do have the swim speed though, so.
Makayla is a swimmer.
Yeah. Makayla would, I guess, swim up to this withering thing. Yeah, just do what she does.
She did it pretty well.
Yeah.
A 10 unfortunately does not hit.
And
17 does though.
A 17 does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say? Okay.
Yo, bonka, Makayla.
And then I will use the gathering swarm to move back 5 feet.
Okay.
And bounce off of them.
11 bludgeoning damage?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out that you're really good at bonking skeletons. You smack it, and with the blessing of Aight, it just does like a little quick, shiny hit of energy and blasts it, bonks it. The bones go everywhere, and you have destroyed it.
Cool. That is my end of my turn.
Cool. The skeleton swim. You see the skeleton kind of like pick its way towards you, using like clawing on the ground instead of swimming. It gets briefly entangled in some limbs, like just grasping out at things, and it holds it fast. Actually, as a little bit more start coming in. Start becoming active as they are infused with the as whatever's controlling this water infused with soul energy. Which brings us to Twig. Hello.
Hello.
Let's see here. I think there's some gold coins. You see a skeleton all stanced up. It is the one that you just shared a room with.
I was wondering where he went.
Behind him you can see Pastiche. You are currently dry.
Nice. The water.
The water is kind of like around here.
Yeah, it's like coming from that direction. Twig's gonna see Pastiche being surrounded by skeletons, and he's gonna he'll draw his daggers, and as he tries to juke around his bunkmate, just slashes at it twice.
Okay. Hiya, hiya.
Is it 26?
Both of those hit.
One of those crits.
No, the bookmark doesn't get a...
Oh, unfortunate.
It's 8 damage.
8 damage. The second one is bookmark.
Yes.
It's destroyed.
Nice.
You do a couple really cool spinny flourishes, and you cleave the skeleton. You just rend all the flesh off of it.
There was flesh on it?
Nope.
Not anymore. Twig will use the rest of his movement to get closer to Pastiche. Pastiche, you should have seen it. I blew the lid of that sarcophagus right off. It was crazy.
Pastiche will like look behind themselves, raise an eyebrow.
Aren't you
Twig.
underwater?
Yeah,
Oh, is it like completely?
Yeah, it's like a wall of water.
I see.
and then Pastiche just kind of points at the skeleton accosting them.
Oh, right. That's it for Twig.
Let's see. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. 2 attacks on Makayla.
Sorry, which ones got to me first?
A literal skull, just kind of like wobbling through the water.
Whichever one got to me first would opportunity attack it.
Okay, go for it.
16.
16 is what you need to hit the skull.
Okay.
Kill.
Skulls
For
have a
9
single hit
damage.
point.
It did. Yeah,
This one.
smack it.
After you pelt the skull, like just kind of like bat it away, in slow motion because you're underwater. This one draws this rusty-looking short sword and tries to stick you with it.
That does not. 12 does not hit.
Clang! It goes off of your excellent armor that you just bought. Let's see. Attack these guys. This one. That one. This one. Let's see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. This one. Which brings us to Chuman.
I'm sorry, I think I missed it beforehand. What exactly were these on the description?
There's 2 kind of like portions of it where there are like bony hands that didn't animate properly and attach themselves to a body. So there's just swarms of just bony hands grasping at anything that they can get their grimy little hands on. They
Okay.
currently hold 1 skeleton as it
Okay.
was swimming towards you. Yeah.
And then next question, because I think this is the first time I have to deal with this. I don't believe I have a swim speed listed. So would it be considered difficult terrain for me?
Yep, it is half movement.
Okay. How full is this corridor with water?
It is completely flooded.
Okay. Alright, well. Let's see, half a minute. Chuman's going to swim up next to Makayla and it's gonna use. I don't think I can use this. Yeah, I can. Okay. Chuman's gonna use the battle axe to swipe at the skeleton in front.
Okay. Cool.
He's gonna try to just hit it with the full blunt side.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, but
11 misses.
I have 2 attacks though.
Oh.
Actually 3.
10 misses.
Wait. Let me check something real quick.
You do have a 3rd attack. I think it's your Dread Barrage one.
Yeah. Wait. No, that was the 2nd attack, so I just have my I have my bonus.
You got.
It's only a bit plus.
You got attack, extra attack, and then Dread Barrage.
Oh, that's right. First turn. First turn. And he swings a third time.
Fortunately, it then still misses.
all in trouble because Chuman is not really well versed underwater. And then in frustration, Chuman pulls out the dagger and tries to just swipe at it. It'll last his last resort.
Alright. Fortunately, an eye misses. Sorry,
no.
buddy.
More Chuman.
Low roll today, baby. And that's it.
Alright. Let's see here. This skeleton... Bop, 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 bop. I'm gonna run over and slap Chuman. With what? Its own bones! Oh no.
Oh my god, those bones are sharp.
Them bones do be sharp. 6 piercing damage.
Skeleton drank
As
milk.
as it crawls over towards you, rips off its own leg, and then stabs you with its leg.
Ow.
You have a leg.
Also, apparently I can't apply the damage. I'll just put it in.
Do you have your character selected?
Yeah, I do. Okay, there we go.
There you go. This one, these 6 skeletons all clawing and scraping and ripping at this painting Xalia that you're behind. They do manage to rip it open. Water pours into this hole, quickly draining into the hallway that you're in. It's rapidly filling. It's not yet at your ankles, but it's quick. And then also...
Okay. I assumed all of them were moving up on the same initiative rather than...
Some
Okay.
of them are disrupted by...
Okay.
Yeah. But this one... But yeah, they are all, like, on the same initiative, but this one doesn't actually attack you, it's just right next to you.
Okay.
Let's see here. Swarm zombie... there. That's it. Which brings us back to Pastiche. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
What would you like to do as skeletons are being hucked at you by a very large skeleton man?
In dim light, I would be attacking with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think Pastiche is just gonna try to back away from the skeleton and get out of the water.
Okay. It's going to hit you.
No, it won't. Oh
And you're
no.
right.
It
Only
worked.
6.
Oh, okay. It stopped on the crit for a second.
Okay. You are back on dry land for now.
Twig, before you head that way, there are a lot of skeletons.
Surely it's not that bad.
Pastiche continues backing into the room. Before taking their brush, circling it around themselves a few times, and leaving a cloud of ink surrounding them.
Cool.
Oops.
Typo in the group chat.
And that's it. It's my turn.
As Twig says, surely it's not that many. What creeps into view is a very large skeleton wearing kind of like layered plates of armor. It picks up... It already has a skeleton in its left hand. It picks up a skeleton in its right and hurls both of them at you. One at Twig and also one at Pastiche.
Naturally.
Does a 12 hit either of you?
Nope.
I parry the skeleton.
You parry the skeleton, and then it goes bouncing off. This one is chucked into the Pastiche. You dodge, and it is chucked into the sarcophagus. 10 feet? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, yeah, they explode. Xalia, what would you like to do?
Xalia is going to, as a big, stretchy, eel-like beast, going to rear back her head as if pulling back from a fight. But then you see light starting to grow in her numerous empty eye holes, and one in the mouth hole. And we're gonna.
Okay.
I don't know how to angle this, but
control mouse
you
wheel,
see
but I
what
got
I'm
the
saying.
idea. They are kind of perfectly positioned for that, huh? Sure, go ahead.
Level 2. I mean, it's they need to make some saves.
Let's see here. Feral Witherling. Hiya. Okay, so this dude takes half that damage. All of the other ones take the full damage.
It is 12 fire damage.
This one in the water takes less damage because this water you can see the flames kind of like start to billow and disperse as they're rapidly cooled down, but it's still enough to kill it.
Nice.
Yeah, congratulations! You burn a bunch of bones and they melt away, even underwater. Weird water, huh?
And then she's gonna go fishy mode,
Okay.
and just gonna swim out here.
Swim.
It's spamming me with the "It's your turn. What would you like to do?" notification.
Oh, I was removing things. Sorry.
Okay.
In this form, you have your full movement as swim speed.
Yeah, and she's just kind of, gesture with Suit Whisper at this last one.
You make threatening. You threaten the skeleton. Okay. All right, cool. Which brings us to this one. We're going to actually, we're going to fire.
Oh my goodness.
It takes off its head and it throws it at you. Whoops, let's attack roll first. An 8. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work.
No.
Pastiche. Out of the water,
Yeah.
bloop, rolls a skull. It joins the battle.
No one invited you?
And then Headless, this one's going to run up and short sword you. Twig.
He's got a chatter though.
15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. This sword breaks the surface of this water. As it obviously can't. No, wait. It actually would be at disadvantage. It can't see you, so it's just flailing wildly. Let's see here. This one. Nope, can't move that fast. Is going to. Let's see here. Coalesce some acid? Some acid? 13 on Chuman? Does that hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, you feel the water around you as it's torrenting out of this northern room. You feel it get much hotter, and it tastes weird, and it looks different. But you shrug off its effects.
It just keeps going behind me.
Let's see here. Let's see here. You see a skull just floating. Chuman and Makayla. You see a skull just floating lazily out of out of a room as it is illuminated by these golden coins. It spins around, looks north, looks south, and then it just kind of like laughs in the water. This chattering skull just and it explodes in this green turquoise flame and throws a tiny bead of kinetic energy that wafts and wiggles and wobbles lazily toward you two. I need...
Alright, real quick.
Yes?
Dang it, and I lost back. Umbral sight. This should be dim vision, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So they
dim
can't
light,
see
yeah.
me.
Oh, they can see you because it is... Alright, I get it. I get it. Only Makayla, though, so they only see Makayla. I need both of you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Would my save be at advantage
Nope.
here? No?
Because there is a massive fireball that explodes right in front of you. Boom!
Did my roll go through?
Huh?
It did.
Oh, my roll went before the fireball.
Oh,
was placed
yeah.
in the chat.
Yeah.
As this tiny bead just wiggles around, it like whops through the bones. It wiggles through this like the digits of the grasping hands. It kind of like circles around playfully one of the skulls of the skeletons that are marching towards you guys, and then it reaches behind the heads of these two skulls that are, or of these two skeletons that are trying to harass and kill you, because that's what souls do. And then you can see it like shine and flash a little bit before the base drops in this flooded room, and there is immense kinetic fiery energy going everywhere, and it just this crossroads explodes. Makayla, you see it on the saving throw.
I need a quick question about reactions in D&D. Do you get them back at the start of the round or on the start of your turn?
It is at the start of your turn,
Okay, then I would not have it back yet.
I think. Let me double check. I looked this up the other day because it came up in our Sunday game. But I think it's at the start of your turn. Yeah, at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
I could technically use a reaction.
How has this happened twice? I use my reaction attack and don't get it for absorb elements. For a fireball from a flame head.
Even
Can't
using
believe
his.
Yep, there you go, absorb elements.
I can't see it with my vision, but is that area underwater as well?
Yep,
Would that help with the damage then?
yep, I'm getting to that.
Oh. Nice.
So, fire being underwater, it helps. It is already halved. So, let's see here, 20, 13, Makayla, you take half of 13, which should be 6. You take 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And Chuman, you take the same, 6. Because it's halved and then you have resistance to it. So each of you take 6 fire damage.
World's wimpiest fireball.
Turns out that if you cast a fire spell underwater, it's not that great. But these skeletons have less than 6 HP. They explode.
I still imagine like flash boiled half the room.
Yeah, it just... and for a moment, this junction is dry.
Interesting.
The flash boils, flash evaporates. You guys are coated in humidity, and it is dry in this area marked on the map. That was fun.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
The skull that the skeleton threw is going to try to bite Chuman.
Can't see me though.
Sorry, not Chuman, Pastiche.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of the path. Long range bite. You just get like your ankles just start getting nibbled.
I know someone's there.
Alright. Yeah, so 12 on Pastiche.
Pastiche pulls their leg away.
There's another skull that flies out, doesn't stop, and just beelines to the north. Which brings us to Makayla and Twig, but you guys are on opposite sides of that, so Makayla first.
Okay. Well, in this newly dry space, guess I'd move up and see this other skeleton that survived the fireball.
Yeah, you can see it kind of like twirling, spinning this water in it between its bony fingers. It's like this sickly green looking water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would like to try and take it down.
You just bonk it on the head, stop it.
Just smashing it into the wall. Yeah, crashing my staff between it and the wall, I guess.
That's enough to destroy it.
Sick.
Because bludgeoning damage does a lot of damage on skeletons.
Cool.
You definitely smash into the wall. You are Makayla the Wall Smasher.
Cool. I'll use the oops, sorry. Move back 5 feet from the gathering swarm. So 10. And then I just try and move the rest of my movement, I guess.
Okay.
Forward to this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd go like take a deep breath and then jump back into the water. And use my other attack.
Okay. Bonk it. Lots of hands. They
Too many hands.
They grab at your stick.
Hmm.
They want it. They
Not
start
stick.
trying to take it away from you.
Oh, I definitely spin around and detach the hands from the and smack them away. Probably not for that much damage though. Yeah, 6 damage.
All right. I mean, you win.
Cool. They grab onto it and I don't know, just kind of like bang it against the wall until they die.
Bludgeoning damage pretty good against skellers. Twig.
Twig's gonna. This is the headless skeleton, right?
Correct.
Twig's just gonna. 1 sec.
Yeah.
He's gonna take aim
Okay.
and just jam his dagger right down the hole where his head used to be.
Ow. 21 hits. 21 hits a headless skeleton.
Thank goodness. Lots of
Yikes.
damage. That was a bigger hole.
Yikes!
was 29. Oh, that's a headless skull.
I think you killed it.
I think so.
We'll have to check against its character sheet, but yeah, it's done.
Twig's just gonna make like the come here motion with a talon to the big skeleton that probably can't even see it.
No, you can see it glittering against the gold coins. It's like stomping through. Gold coins are kind of like floating up as the weight hits down. Let's see. This one is going to attack the fish.
Oh,
Oh, do you want to
Oh,
move
no.
or stay there? Twig.
I have to stay here for steadying.
Oh yeah. Alright, this one, it goes to make a lunge at you, but all it does is just propel itself a little through the water. It doesn't get like, oh wait, no, sorry, I forgot about this one. It's not a skeleton. It's legit just a torso. Hang on, no, that's not it. Where'd it go? it's legit just a torso. it's rolling towards you and slashes at you with 2 claws that are attached to a torso only. Twice. Does a 14 hit you, Xalia? Xalia.
Hello, sorry.
Does a 14 hit you?
I feel like it shouldn't, but it does. Sorry, I should say it doesn't.
Oh. As this torso swims towards you, just doing a breaststroke, and then brings its claws down against you, and just it's hit back by your shield, and it is buffeted and just kind of like floats back away. It's a torso; it can't stay next to you. So your magical essence propels it backwards. That's all it has. Chuman. Invisible Chuman.
Being in not underwater for at least a moment, Chuman's gonna pull out his longbow and sees the flame skull. It has very strong memories of the previous fireball. And he's gonna fire an arrow at it.
Okay, shooting. It is partially through water. Shooting through water will impose disadvantage.
Okay. I'll just roll another.
Let's see here. A 12 does not hit, unfortunately. The arrow cascades through this kind of like gelish, viscous water, and it loses its propulsion, stops short. Mine also does not hit.
Can't win.
Sorry. It's not my fault, it's Dagon.
Oh, no.
I think Chuman will just move, and yeah, that'll probably be it.
Okay. Where'd you like to go?
Chuman will move up with Makayla. Actually, no.
I do have a plan.
Actually, I think Chuman will just stay there.
Okay.
That's it.
You had a bonus action, right?
Yeah, but it's not going to really cover much of anything at the moment.
Pastiche, you got an ankle biter.
Pastiche again pulls out their brush. Just attempts to jab the handle into the skull.
Okay. Yeah, 20 barely hits. A 3? It's a skull, dude. You win.
Bonk.
The skull cracks as the handle of your large paintbrush goes directly into it, and it cracks and shatters it on itself. Dunzo.
And then Pastiche is just gonna duck around the corner, hold their position.
Alright. This ogre skeleton lurches forward into the water eerily quickly and reaches towards you. Twig, I need you to make a grapple check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Surely this won't go wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
It has 2 hands, it does it again.
No!
Both hands just like reaching towards this little Kenku in the corridor.
I got 2 feet, I'll just dodge again.
Just trying to cheese my little Kenku.
And even higher. Okay. Alright, sure.
I gave him all my power, let's go.
It looks like the skull contorts its features, and it looks perturbed, and it leaves.
Was that within range for a reaction attack, or was it too far? I think it was 10 feet.
Let's see here. You can do an attack of opportunity if you like.
Sure, I'll take a swing. Would this be at disadvantage or regular?
No, we'll say regular.
Okay.
19 hits. 8. Cool. Shabam. You cut its you cut its hand. It's like it loses a thumb. It's on the ground. And then it looks perturbed and it walks away. Which brings us to Xalia. Fish Xalia.
Hello. Yeah, this thing just tried to stab me. We're gonna stab it.
Oh no.
Lunging forward with the Soot Whisper we'd drawn on the defensive.
Okay.
That's not Soot Whisper. Sorry, I misclicked.
Yes.
Do I have disadvantage for being underwater or fishy mode?
You're fishy mode.
Fishy mode?
This is a normal roll. 11 unfortunately does not hit.
For literally just a torso?
You know what? Roll a d6.
Okay.
13 is what you needed.
Alright.
Roll 44.
Okay.
And a wisdom save.
Cool.
In your head, as you slice apart this torso, it's actually legitimately just a torso. That's all it is. As you slice apart this rib cage and it just falls apart, all the bones kind of like crush and look like they're being like crushed and like pounded and turned into like some kind of like blender milkshake of marrow, and then it slurps towards Soot Whisper's direction and then disappears. And in your head, you just hear like a sound clip of someone slurping on a straw.
He's gonna move Soot Whisper towards the corpse of these things too. Like, oh, you want more?
And then you hear like the noise that comes when you finish drinking like a carbonated beverage or like a really cold beverage, and then
Okay.
that's in your head.
Alright, again, she's now moving Soot Whisper towards the other corpses, like, oh, you want more?
Okay. These no similar effect.
Okay.
Now we come to the Flame Skull's turn. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Fireball is the 6th spell on its list. So, Makayla, this skull wrapped around in this green fiery energy. You can see it cackling. You can barely hear the muffled noises through the water as it's just this high-pitched, eerie, otherworldly cackle. Just and it looks like it breathes in, and then it huffs, and then it puffs out this little bead of fiery energy, and it peters out and dissipates. Nothing happens.
Cool.
It only has 1/3 level spell slot. Which brings us to the skull, to this other skull flying around. Let's see here. Bloop bloop, bloop bloop, bloop bloop. Flying out is something unheretofore seen. Twig. Is a skull attached to a spinal cord. And as it screams around, literally screaming, as it screams around the corner, it stabs its spinal cord into you.
Oh my goodness.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
deftly dodge out of the way. Just barely. Skull with the spinal cord.
Thank you, new armor.
Alright, which brings us to Makayla's turn. This flaming skull is still cackling, but it looks like it tried to cast something on you, but maybe you resisted its effects? You're not sure.
Makayla, I'm not gonna give it too much thought in case it actually figures out to cast a spell or it takes effect. We'll swim up and, do as they do.
Shobea.
Does a 12?
No, unfortunately.
Does a 19
does. 19 does.
for 10 damage.
Yikes! You slam this thing against the wall. And for a moment its flame goes out, but then it kind of like shakes and its eyes glow red again and starts cackling again.
Okay. Wow. I like to imagine I like shoved the staff like into its jaw, like into the mouth, and then like it's as it like comes back alive and cackles.
Cackle is like chomping down on it.
I like
It's
bring down the like overhead slam it like so like the top of its skull like smashes into the ground.
as it's like chomping on the end of your staff and like getting closer to you. Then you bonk it again, smash on top of the skull, and it is done so.
Cool.
Bludgeoning damage is kind of unfair against these guys.
Move up 5 space for the thing. I started here, I think. This space, or was it?
Yeah, you started there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's 15 feet. I have 20 more. Boop. Swim up here and turn.
I need a strength save from you.
Oh, is it still like rushing water out of here?
As a renewed torrent of water blasts into you and impacts your chest.
16.
16 is what you need this time. Indeed, you feel it rush against you and push you back. It does push you back 5 feet, but you like kick out your leg and you propel yourself against the wall, and you keep yourself where you are. So you've been moved here, like one down.
Okay.
Sure. So you can't be moved further back anymore. But I do need to know what Twig's doing, unless you would like to do anything else.
I am done.
Okay, Twig.
Twig's gonna take a swipe at the flyer.
Oh, it's flying.
Not for long.
Is it? 15 is not hit.
I'm gonna take another swipe at the flyer.
Oh, Pastiche, are you still on this plane?
Good question.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now. Does a 9 hit?
No.
I'm gonna make a rude gesture at the flyer.
It wiggles its spinal cord at you.
Wow.
Chuman.
How much would dash would be? Actually, 2 questions. Is this area now back to flooded underwater?
It is.
Okay. Dash would put me back at regular movement speed, correct?
Underwater, yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, Chuman is just gonna use his dash and bonus to kind of catch up. I think would that be 45? Correct.
How are you moving with your? You mentioned bonus. What are you using on your bonus?
I've already used it. Oh, damn. It's my fault. I thought I still had Expeditious Retreat, but I used that. So, yeah, I'll just use regular movement. as my dash action.
Okay.
And that's it.
Brings us back to Pastiche.
Pastiche, hearing Twig struggling against some skeletons, peeks around the corner.
There is a skull flying in the air, trying to insert the pointy bit of its vertebrae into it.
It wiggled its spine at me.
Unfortunately, Pastiche can't see anything.
Yeah, it's dark. You can still make an attack on it, and you can still target that space. But doing so will be disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Pastiche pulls out their brush and flings some acid in that general direction.
Okay.
Don't need to make an attack roll for that. Makes sense.
Misses.
Oh,
Wait.
there was a saving throw.
It misses the DC, is what I'm.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you roll damage. Ouch! Melts away a couple of the discs in its spinal column.
Oh. I've got your back, friend.
thank you, Pastiche. Twig like dances
Pastiche
around
says,
the acidic
Before
water.
blinking out of existence.
No. Pastiche.
He's gone!
No. They must be in one of those sarcophagi. Oh,
Ogre's back. Picks up the skull, hurls it at you.
not again.
Grabs it out of the watery air, and then fastball specials. Winds up, takes like full pitcher's mound. Legs super high in the air, and then whoosh. Does 19 hit you?
That one's gonna hit, yeah.
Alright. Let's see here. 10 piercing damage as the spiky spine inserts itself into you.
Huh?
The skull takes 4 damage.
Oh my goodness. How can he dodge that? Can he get 5?
Okay. As this fastball skull hurtles toward your location, slams into you, just jolt out of the side. Yeah, Makayla, you watch this huge, oversized skeleton hurl something down a hallway. But otherwise, it doesn't seem to be paying attention to you.
Hear like a chirp.
Let's see. It's gonna look around for like something else to chuck, and does not find anything at the moment. Xalia.
Hello. Did you hear things happening over here, or is it just like...
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna swim.
Alright, swam. You see to your right that masked statue. You see... you see little remains of it. No, actually, no you don't. It just dissipates. But other than that, you don't see any body. No, sorry. This junction looks pretty charred up.
Yeah. That's the dash. Where are we hearing sounds from still?
To the north.
Okay, she'll go around the corner.
You see Chuman? No, you don't.
I see a skelly man down here.
Yeah, Chuman cannot be seen.
Okay, well she's gonna swim north then.
Okay. Swam.
I can't move. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of her turn. She's gonna swim around. Oh, hi, Chuman.
Can't see me.
Yeah. Chuman is actually invisible.
Oh, I see. She's gonna bump into you.
Yeah, bump.
You just hear bubbles mum.
Yeah, bump, bump, bump. Let's see. If you wish, the furthest you can get is this space.
Yeah, she'll do that. Not their turn.
Stabity.
Stabity?
On Twig.
No way.
No.
Oh, it was almost a crit. The skull is flying around, just buzzing around. Twig, trying to stab him with itself. Does not. Twig is too quick. Which brings us to Makayla, Twig, and Chuman together.
It's impressive. He's dodging so quickly underwater.
He's out of the water, that's where...
Barely out of the water.
Makayla, you are in this large room, 2 rows of kind of like previously lit torches. In the middle is one cauldron basin that looks similar to the one that you found underneath Mascar. A couple chairs. There is a huge ogre dude just beating the crap out of this hallway. Yeah, not sure what's going on over there. But there's a couple other exits that you can barely see illuminated by the glinting of gold coins as they kind of float and glitter in the water.
And am I still like? There's still like a current in this whole room that's like trying to push out into the southern hallway.
You can swim against it.
Okay. Is that
Here, let me put down a template.
sure?
Let's see.
I mean, is it just difficult terrain?
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain.
Okay. I would not be able to.
Like so.
I see.
And yeah, so the current is coming from the kind of the middle of the room.
Inconvenient. I will. I guess I'll just Hunter's Mark the ogre skeleton.
Cool.
And I will, I guess, dash to get.
As you get closer to that center cauldron or whatever basket in the center, you take like a quick peek just to see if there's any danger in there, and it looks exactly the same as the one underneath Bascar. It's got like the little kind of bits of like flammable stuff that you saw in the middle. It's the same material. It's like this silver metal. Super similar.
Actually, can I change what I do with my action?
Sure.
Sort of as I would pass that.
Oh.
I'll go back. I would try and I'd notice that and actually try to swim like to it, like get on. Oops. Oh, I closed it.
Congratulations.
Effectively, I would try to move my token 5 spaces next to it, or 5 feet, and try to then take my lantern and light. Use the candle in there to try and light the cauldron.
I need a strength. I need a strength saving throw. As the water, like billowing out of this thing, buffets you back. Do you want me to roll it for you? Or want me to wait till you get back?
I'm getting back in right now.
But as you
While that's happening,
yeah, we'll just go to Twig and Chuman.
Yeah, Chuman's gonna take another dash action.
Feel the presence whoosh past you, Xalia.
He's gonna pull. Well, I'll do that next turn. Actually, that's it.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, that's enough.
Alright.
So you are able to hold against this current. You're able to fight against it and get to where you want to be. As this water surging out of it, just whoosh, billowing away. You bring your silver flame out of your little candle and you hold it to it, and you ignite. Exclamation point! You ignite.
I ignite.
The flammable material in this, it bursts out, enkindling the area around in this silver, lovely flame that is unharmful, all that kind of stuff. It flash boils the water immediately around it, just whoosh, and then it ripples out and doesn't boil, doesn't like evaporate. It destroys all of the water in this room, just whoosh, and then cascades backwards into the hallway. Is this incredible searing light, just all the way back down the hallway, as everything along its path is destroyed. Not everything. Every every drop of water, is genuinely destroyed. As this huge burning light sensation moves through, and also cascades towards the chairs up ahead, you hear this soulful voice booming through, "Well done." And the skeletons plop down to the floor.
Cool.
Nice.
Now we just need to find Pastiche. Oh! Pastiche!
What happened?
Oh, I finished off the rest of the skeletons. It was no big deal.
Well, I saw the large one just fall to the ground.
Oh, you did?
Not that I doubt you, it's just that didn't happen.
Maybe I was just that stealthy.
Well, if they are out of our hair, we should rejoin the others.
You all exit this room into this able to observe this pure silver light as it burns a path across the room. Oh, Chuman, I'm sorry, but you're visible now.
Yeah, that's why I turned it off.
Yeah, and you're all able to come up to each other and congregate. The danger seems to have passed. As you all have learned, there's many more rooms than initially imagined. And Makayla hovering next to this brazier that she had just lit. What would you like to do?
You're all right. That's good. That's good.
Is everyone else okay?
Xalia doesn't even bother.
Chuman just gives a thumbs up while he's shielding his eyes.
Is Xalia still fishy mode?
Yes.
Well, I guess Makayla would kind of yell out to the space, just like the general space, as if trying to call whoever was talking to them. Guess we've beaten your challenge. Will you reveal your stuff now? Does she get any response?
As you call out into the space, your voice echoing amongst all of the stuff, echoing amongst the walls through the corridors, as this light shines along the path, fully from south to north, just bisecting this kind of sanctum in two. As the flames that you just lit burns brightly, you can sense an object apparate into being in this brazier that you have just lit, and you can hear your response back. It has a similar kind of like smile or grin in it. You have completed only mine. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh,
Nice.
cool.